fights, and today we have Xavier Bigney, Team Atlanta athlete, and this is really cool. Xavier Lethal. And he's with Glory, and yeah, you're 6'1" for kickboxing right now.
Yeah, 6'1", yeah.
And holy smokes, are you guys ready for this? 6 knockouts. It's incredible. And 2-0 pro boxing. Want to talk about that at all?
So yeah, I've always been a fan of boxing. And I don't want to say like took up because we went pro in it, you know, but we decided to do it just to stay busy in between the kickboxing. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, looking forward to more boxing in the future.
Right.
Yeah.
What fights do you have coming up right now?
I have Glory 21 in May 8th in San Diego. And that's a 4-man All-American heavyweight tournament. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And also, yeah, Artem Levin is defending his title that night. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show.
Friend of Team Blacks for sure.
It's gonna be a good show, yeah.
And you're 24 years old right now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know, because I think I asked you this a long time ago, but we got interrupted. I wanted to know, how did you actually start? Do you remember that first day or what took you into the gym?
So like I said before, I'd always been a fan of boxing and combat sports growing up, but I was a football player. I played football my whole life since I was 8 years old. And during that time, even as a little kid, I always told myself, oh, if I wasn't playing football and I'd be a boxer, I'd be fighting, you know? And that was just because I was such a big fan. And then after high school, I played football at De La Salle. You know, I had a lot of fun throughout my career, but you know, after high school, I was just kind of wanted to do something new. I had devoted so much of my life to football. I just felt inside, you know, it was time, you know, because at that point it's either, you know, go on, play in college, you know, football is something that you have to like really, like fighting, you know, dedicate your life to. So yeah, I just felt like it was something new. And
Where you switched over and went and picked a gym, or?
Yeah, actually my friend Jordan Bowie, one of my best friends, he actually started training before I did. And he got into it, and he had a few amateur fights, and I was like, well, you know, Jordan's doing it, you know, he's doing well. And then he dragged me into the gym. I had no choice, really, but it was good. I actually remember talking on the phone with Dan Black, my trainer. You know, this is before I started. Jordan had the phone, and I was talking with Dan, and Dan said, yeah, champions aren't made over the phone, and hung up on me. I hadn't even met the guy yet. And he just says, champions aren't made over the phone, and hangs up. And so,
that's so perfect.
I think it was actually the next day, I went in to go see my trainer, Dan Black, and man, I got kicked a whole bunch of times. Could barely walk to my car afterwards, you know, got beat up pretty good. But the rest is history, you know, and that was in 2009. So I was like 18, turning 19 years old back then. So
of all this time since that day, Dan Black, man, that's great. I can't wait to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
Were you ever in a street fight, before or after?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, as a kid, yeah, you know, growing up, I had my fair share. But as I got older and bigger, it was, you know, when I was playing football, it was just, that's all I did was in high school. Was just, I didn't go to any parties or anything, you know. All I did was, you know, play football, go to school. And so I was able to, I kept myself out of trouble, really.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Does the fight game interfere with your relationship? And love?
Well, I remember, some years back now, my coach, he told me that, you know, with fighting, you have to like put barriers around everything, you know. You have fighting, you have your family, your love life, your friends. So I tried to do that as best I could. You know, but also, you know, fighting is, in many ways, it's kind of a selfish sport, you know. You have to just stay disciplined, you know. I mean, I don't know how, like every weekend almost, my friends are, you know, hitting me up, you know, to go out and hang out, and it's just like, I can't do that stuff, you know, and you know, it gets tough sometimes, but, you know, they understand, you know, everyone that's close to me, you know, my girlfriend, my friends, my family, they all understand what I'm trying to do and what it takes. So, you know, I don't.
Prize fighter.
Yeah. So they I mean, it does interfere, I guess, but everyone understands, you know.
What's your diet like?
Being a heavyweight, you know, I don't have to cut weight, so in that respect, it's good for me. Yeah, I don't have to really watch my diet so much, you know. I like to eat a lot, you know, throughout the day. But yeah, you know, I try to eat clean.
Right.
But at the same time, like I don't have to watch my carbs or anything like that. So like, yeah, a lot of grains. I eat a lot of grains, a lot of fruits, vegetables, Lana's egg whites, of course.
I was like hoping.
You know.
I know we get them to you.
Yeah.
You never know if people are eating them.
I have my supplements too from Alex at Strike First. My sponsor, Kendra's Barbecue, they hooked me up too. So I have I have a freezer full of meat right now, so that comes in handy. So yeah.
How do you like to train? Is there a certain time you come? And if you could put together training with Dan Black.
Yeah, well, my ideal training schedule would be probably like, because lately I've been training twice a day, and so I like more late morning and if possible late night, but it never works out that way. So usually I train like late morning and then train again in the afternoon.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I do. You know, in the morning I'll start out with like my strength and conditioning, you know, airdyne or running, swimming, weightlifting, and then in the afternoon or night, meet up with my team, my coach, and you know, get our sparring, our pad work, things like that.
Yeah, I'm watching you guys. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then we
be a cover charge at the door.
Yeah,
I didn't see this.
My team and my coach, you know, we train we're like all around the Bay Area. Really, we go wherever the sparring partners are, where the training's at, and so we've been lucky enough to do that. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Dan Black.
If you've never met him, it's probably going to be a little bit of a surprise, I guess. He's a real nice, you know, smart guy, but at the same time, he's very serious when it comes to our sport and fighting, kickboxing, boxing, MMA. You know, takes his job very serious. And you know, if you come in and you want to train, you'll find out, you know, pretty quick whether or not if this is something that you really want to do, and he'll help you with that.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself, Xavier, in 5 years?
5 years. 5 years, I'll be 30 years old. I've heard that 30 years old is like the prime for a heavyweight. I mean, of course I have goals, long-term goals, I guess, but I'm the type of person that just kind of takes it, you know, day by day. I don't like to look too far ahead, you know. Things change really fast, but you know, ideally, you know, in 5 years, you know, I see myself as the Glory heavyweight champion. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and I'm going to have to continue to work hard, you know, with my coach and just on my own.
Is there anybody that you look up to as a fighter, and/or someone that you would love to fight?
Well, there's a lot of guys that I look up to. Guys like Peter Arts, he's a Dutch kickboxer. Guys like Alistair Overeem. I like guys like Badr Hari. You know, for all of their accomplishments in the ring. You know, those are things that I look up to. As far as, you know, fighting someone, it doesn't really matter to me. You know, I don't really have too much of a say in that.
Right.
So I just have to be ready.
Do you ever get scared of who they pick or anyone, or does it make you? Do you feel like you're always ready?
Yeah, I feel that I'm ready. I'm never scared, you know. Ever since I made my debut, you know, I've fought pretty tough guys, you know. You know, my second fight, you know, I was 1-0 going into a fight against a guy that had like 85 fights or something like that. And so, you know, I know what it's like to face those guys that compete at a really high level. And I got that, you know, right off the bat. And so yeah, it doesn't affect me or bother me.
You're such a professional. I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thanks. Thank you.
And we're going to be there at your fight in San Diego.
Right on, yeah.
I'm so excited. So
Cool.
thanks for
Sounds
coming
good.
in on us. And please follow Xavier Vigney on Instagram, Xavier Vigney. We'll see you real soon.